Alright, this is a video on parts. These are all the parts that I've been collecting for the Mustang 500 KR. And I've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Got bolts for the rear springs, vent tube for the rear axle, radiator support brackets, those are original to the car, bumper brackets, another radiator support. This is a rear bumper bracket for Shelby. Got the hood latch, pulley for the air conditioner or alternator. Got the AC hoses, that was off the car. The power booster for the cylinder for the power steering. Shock mounts. This is all transistor or transmission stuff. Here's the downshift linkage. New linkage for, they're not linkage, but the transmission safety neutral switch. Parts for the, here's the bracket I needed. Got all the bolts and stuff for the transmission. This was the original linkage. I think it's going to be too short. Some Shelby parts here. Original reflectors off the car. Got the vent windows up there. Got one of the Shelby panels there. This is the dash and speedo with the tack. Shock mount rear. This is one of the Shelby taillight or Thunderbird taillight lenses. Goes on it. Visors. The gear shift linkage, and I've got timing chain, seals, all kinds of parts in here. Fuel pump, Shelby hood latches, the brackets for the hood latches. There's a coil. These are the struts, front struts. More transmission parts. This is a rebuilt power steering pump, all cleaned up and detailed. New brakes, front brake, disc brakes. There's a hood latch for a 6970. Came with the parts car. These are the headlight buckets for the Shelby. Here's some more. These are off of a Cougar. This is a Mustang part. Came with the car parts. Got the coil, shock tower coil covers, fan. Front Shelby stone guard support for the headlights or the driving lights. Headlight supports. More fender supports. I got brand new A-arms, lower arms, shock supports. That's a starter, and inside that box there is the lower box. That's all the. That's a new water pump, and then I got all kinds of brake parts. Also got a conversion kit for getting an oil cooler on the car to help keep the car colder. And then a bunch of other Mustang parts for the, basically focusing on the engine compartment. New brake rotors. Front and rear sway bars. The new gas tank that I said I got on Craigslist. So, Lucas headlights. New battery support. This is a frame. This is a lower support frame, or for the tie bar goes across the lower end of the car. And I made these brackets and welded them in for more strength in the front. So anyhow, that's the part collection going on. And I got all new hose lines, brake lines, just everything for the undercarriage and the engine compartment, because that's really all I'm focusing on to get it to be a rolling chassis. And then I also got some other parts that and Durablocks, and I got grease compressor and some bearing inserts. I've been cleaning these tie rods ends up. I mean, they're in good shape. Need boots on them, but then I also got the steering box, and I don't know, that might need to be rebuilt or replaced. I don't know yet. So anyhow, that's all the spare parts that we got for the Mustang. And they're in our, I guess we'll call this the living room. Possibly dining room, possibly cat room. Was the motorcycle room. So built 2 Yamaha 360 Enduros in here. And now it's parts car parts. So that's it. This is just a story on parts.